Hey BookTube, welcome back. I'm Winx, and the ink I'm talking about today is a book haul. And as you can see, these things are still in boxes, so this will also be an unboxing video. In addition to these, I also got a few books in Kindle form this month, but I'll wait to go through those until I'm done with this. I'm going to start with these two that were on the top because these were the only two from Amazon, and so I know which ones they are. The first is one I've been very excited about, and it is Jem and the Holograms in graphic novel form. I loved this show growing up. The art style on the cover is very different than the style of art from the show. The show was a classic late 80s, early 90s type of cartoon. My best friend growing up and we would watch it all the time. We were obsessed with it. In fact, you might have noticed that I'm quite fond of the word outrageous, and that comes from Jem and the Holograms because in the theme song, it continues to say that she's truly, truly, truly outrageous. But yeah, so again, love this show. Super excited to check this out. Next is another graphic novel, and this one is Rat Queens, which I've been hearing a lot about and I am very excited to start in on. So this is the first volume, which is called Sass and Sorcery. I've been saying that I wanted to read more graphic novels for a while, and I'm really excited about these too. So hopefully I will be able to work these in soon. Alright, so the rest of the boxes are from Book Depository. I'm not very good at opening boxes. You will not defeat me. So the first two books I got are The Just City and Tooth and Claw. These are both by Jo Walton. I read her book, among others, about 3 years ago, and ever since then I've been meaning to read more of her stuff, and I just never actually seemed to get any. So I finally decided to pick some up and make this happen. I've heard some good reviews specifically about The Just City. A few booktubers now have been talking about it, and it's the start of a series, which sounds really interesting, so I'm gonna give that one a try. Then I haven't heard as much about Tooth and Claw, or what I've heard wasn't like spectacular. I will be totally honest, when I was scrolling through Jo Walton books, I saw this cover and was just like, yep, click. Although the little blurb on the front does say it's the Pride and Prejudice of the Dragon World, which that intrigues me greatly. So I'm really looking forward to reading more Jo Walton. Then this bigger box got a little bit banged up in the shipping, so I was slightly worried about it, though I did feel inside and it was wrapped in bubble wrap, so that made me slightly less panicky, but here we go. BRB, I need scissors for this one. So the first book in this giant box is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This book sounds really interesting. I heard about it in a video by Bookish Ner. I'll link her channel below. I've been wanting to read more circus books, and this one also has magical realism in it, which I'm a fan of, and the cover is really cool looking. I mean, how cool is that? So yeah, definitely looking forward to checking this one out. This one I also picked up because of Ner, and it is called Perfume, The Story of a Murder. So it's about this guy in 18th century France who is obsessed with smells. I believe the story is that he doesn't have any sort of smell himself, and so he becomes obsessed with other people's smell. He wants to kill them and somehow make perfume out of them, then their smell. I also thought that the cover was really cool. So yeah, this sounds really intriguing and creepy, and I've been meaning to read more horror stories. I pretty much get totally sucked into the worlds of SFF, so this is something a little bit outside of my normal genres and something I'm very excited for. Then I got A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, which I've been hearing a lot about. This is one of the nominees for the BookTube SFF Awards, and yeah, it sounds like everybody really loves this one, so I'm really excited to give it a try. Then this one was sort of a whim purchase, but I got The Diamond Age by Neil Stephenson. I really enjoyed Snow Crash, so I've been wanting to read more Neil Stephenson, and the cover design for this one matches the cover for Snow Crash that I have, so I automatically felt like I needed to get this both to experience more Neil Stephenson and to have pretty matching books. So there you go. So believe it or not, I actually have one more book coming because I'm noticing that one from my order is missing. But I'm going to include it in my haul here because it would seem a little bit odd if not. As many of you know, I am on an intense Robin Hobb kick right now. I just want to devour all the things that she's written ever, especially when it comes to the Six Duchies world. So I ordered the Live Ship Traders trilogy, of which you can see I only have 2, which is why it would be a little bit odd if I did not mention that I actually did order the 3rd one. It is just not here yet. But I love the cover style that she does for her books. I know that I'm going to start in on this trilogy basically as soon as possible. I'm on the last book of the Farseer trilogy right now, so I'm hoping to start in on book 1, which is actually the book that I did not get yet. It's actually probably good, so then I won't be tempted to read it immediately and not at least finish some of the other books that I wanted to read this month. So thank you, Book Depository. And just to fully demonstrate how obsessed I am feeling with Robin Hobb right now, I will show you that I actually bought 2 trilogies out, and I also got the Tawny Man trilogy, which has a similar cover style, which I really like. There you go. So this has Fool's Errand, The Golden Fool, and Fool's Fate. There's still 2 more sets of books from this world that I actually can't remember if one of them comes before Tawny Man or after it, but I know that Live Ship Traders comes after Farseer, so I think I will be okay. So that is all of the physical books that I got. I then also got 5 Kindle books. The first of which is Sorcery and Cecilia, or The Enchanted Chocolate Pot, which that one I'm going to do a buddy read on with my friends Mike, Kelsey, and Catherine. And I actually got a great deal on that one. It was like $2.84 or something for the Kindle version, so pretty pleased with that. Also, the new short story by Laurie R. King, which is The Marriage of Mary Russell, comes out this week, so I am very excited for that. I've had it pre-ordered for a while, so that one will be arriving. And then the last 3 books that I got are super exciting because they're NetGalley books. So if you don't know NetGalley, it's basically a site where book reviewers can go and make profiles, and then you can request to get copies of books, oftentimes before their actual release date. And in exchange, you're just asked to give a fair and honest review. So yeah, I wanted to give this a try. I didn't actually anticipate that I would be approved to read all 3 of the books that I requested, but they all came through. So the first of those is called Ink Mage, and it's by Victor Grischler. And this one I obviously had to get because it's about this woman. She's some sort of royal status. I forget what her actual title is, but her city is invaded. She manages to escape with her life, and she seeks out this old sorcerer who gives her magical tattoos. So she has these tattoos that give her magical powers, and obviously I'm a fan of all of these things, so very excited to read that one. Next is a book by G. Derek Adams, which is called An Asteroid Made of Dragons. This book won an award from Sword and Laser, which is a book club that I really enjoy. I haven't kept up with it lately, but I've read some of my favorite SFF books because they were the picks for the month in Sword and Laser, so I'm very excited to read that one. And then the final NetGalley book that I got is called Gina/Finn, and this one sounds adorable. It's about these 2 girls who come together in this online fandom community. You know what, I'm just going to read the description because it sums it up way better. Gina and Finn would have never met but for their mutual love of the popular show Up Below. Regardless of their differences, Gina is a recent high school graduate whose social life largely takes place online, while Finn is in her early 20s, job hunting and contemplating marriage with her longtime boyfriend. The 2 girls realize that the bond between them transcends fanfiction. I love that part. When disaster strikes and Gina's world turns upside down, only Finn can save her, and that too comes with a price. Told through emails, text messages, journal entries, and blog posts, Gina/Finn is a story of friendship and love in the digital age. So how adorable does that sound? It's just like, yes. So that does it for my March book haul. This was another pretty outrageous month for me with book buying, so I'm thinking I will be scaling back in April. probably won't have enough for a book haul video. I have a couple books pre-ordered that come out next month, but I also plan to read them next month, so I'm sure I'll be talking about them anyway. So unless I'm buying a book that I know I'm going to read immediately, I'm probably just going to focus on getting through some of these lovelies before I go on another shopping spree. Let me know in the comments if you guys have read any of these and have thoughts on them, or if there are any books you bought this month that you're excited about. I'd love to hear about it. And yeah, please like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I hope everybody's week is getting off to a good start, and I will talk to you soon. Bye! I don't know how to open these. I'm stuck.